This is a Blairing Out with Eric Blair show, and tonight we're here at Paramount Pictures premiere for the movie Footloose, starring Kenny Wormald and Juliana Hough. Kenny Loggins, how you doing, brother? What is it like for you to see the rebirth of Footloose and the rebirth of the song Footloose for you?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure whether they were going to do the song or not. There was a lot of talk that they weren't going to do it, and then I think they tested the movie without it and changed their minds and decided to bring Blake in and at the last minute, and now of course it turns into the first single from the movie, so I love that.
LMA Bowen, how are you doing?
Doing well.
Now, how did you get the call to do Holding Out for a Hero?
Well, my manager heard through a Nashville connection working on the soundtrack that they were looking for a young girl to sing a version of Holding Out for a Hero, and my producer and I took a whack at it pretty differently.
Hunter Hayes.
Yes. Great job.
Blairing Out with Eric Blair, how you doing, brother?
Doing good, doing fantastic.
Tell me how you got involved in this movie and doing Almost Paradise with Victoria Justice.
Beautiful opportunities. I mean, lucky beyond belief. I got called. Victoria had already sort of sang her part on Almost Paradise, and they wanted a guy, obviously, to sing the other part, just like the original. But they sort of, we didn't know if it was in the right key, right style, and all that good stuff. And so I went in the studio with her, with her parts already there, and I sort of, I just booked 4 days in the studio, and I just obsessed over it. I was just like, I've got to do my job of sort of paying tribute to this original classic, timeless song, and also kind of recreate it, kind of do my own thing, because that's why we're doing a new version, And so I did. I spent a bunch of time kind of singing on it and kind of vibing it out, and kind of went in the same direction I felt like they were going, and so I just basically kind of auditioned, and they liked it, and they put it in the movie, and boy was I surprised, and pleasantly surprised.
You have a new single coming out?
I've got my single that's on country radio right now, and it's on the charts. It's called Storm Warning, and it'll be on the new album. It's a self-titled album, so it's Hunter Hayes, coming out on October 11th, and we'll be going around the country, kind of bringing it to everybody at all these cool venues around the country. Go to hunterhayes.com.
Tell me about your inspiration for the character of Vi Moore, the mother.
I love Vi. It's not a huge part, but she's very significant, and everything that comes out of her mouth is important. And she stands up for the kids, and she has a lot of power and a lot of strength, so I really enjoy playing her.
In the original movie, the family was a very religious family that had Christian views. Is that still carried over in this movie?
He's a preacher.
He's a preacher.
He's a preacher. So I'm a preacher's wife.
You're a preacher's wife.
Oh, yeah.
Do you back him in his beliefs?
I think, I support him for as long as I can without saying anything, and then I stand up for the kids when it's really the right time.
And makeup must-haves.
Mascara, and there's a new mascara called False Fiber by L'Oreal that's fabulous.
Josh, tell me how you got connected with the movie, and tell me a little bit about your character Rich and how you interact with Kenny Wormald's character.
Well, I auditioned for the movie, and I guess Craig Brewer liked me a lot, so he cast me, and Kenny and I I do the announcements for the big bus race, and then he and I have an interaction in the library where I give him a controlled substance that's wrapped up in a small piece of paper. And he almost gets busted, and I run from the librarian. It's the first time I've ran in like 10 years. So.
You go by the name Grace V, correct?
Yeah.
Now tell me what's going on with your music career right now.
I'm signed to Ranger Jackson's label, Dream Merchant 21. I'm a pop dance singer, and my first single, When the Lights Go Down, was out in May. It's doing pretty good. We're doing promo tour right now, so people love it when they hear it in clubs, and the second single will be out in January, so I'm very excited. I'm getting ready to go to the studio and hit the mic and just do my favorite job on the earth.
Jamal says, "I want one of those too." Now, where did that originate from?
I don't know. I'm a follower.
Well, let me show you, Jamal. You are a choreographer.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna choreograph this handshake. Bam, bam, and bam. I don't have that blow up thing. You know why? Because I'm 90s.
Come on, man. I am too.
I never learned how to do that. I'm getting used to it. There used to be the snapping thing too. Remember?
Yes, yeah.
Snap?
Right after.
I can't do that.
Me neither.
Now, tell me, how wonderful an experience was it for you to be the choreographer on Footloose?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like I grew up with it as a kid, and now to be here, and you know, we redid it, and but I don't think that we redid it. I think we refreshed it a little bit.
I like that. Corey Flash Polar.
Got it.
And you're in Footloose. Tell me about your character.
Yeah, I play Russell Holmes, so I'm kind of Chuck's right-hand guy. So I get to do the fun stuff. I get to fight. I get to, you know, talk a little smack. Like, it's great.
You're a bad girl.
I am.
How bad are you?
I like to yell profanity and blow things up. That's pretty much my MO, yeah.
Now, do you end up getting turned around to the good side?
I am not going to tell you. You have to watch the movie.
You're breaking my heart.
Come on.
Well, I know that in the original, a lot of people did go from the dark side to the good side.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend like that doesn't happen in this situation. Personally, I'm going to keep my character under wraps. You just got to watch it.
Now, tell me what it was like working with Juliana Hough.
She is such a sweetheart. Julianne and Zaya and Anisha and I had quite a few dance parties on set. Long days, you got to entertain yourself somehow. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
This must have been such a life-changing experience for you.
Well, you know, it's definitely, I've done a lot of horror movies, like scary movies. It's pretty much most of my film resume is scary movies. So going from that, and then I did a sports drama. It was like scary movie, sports drama, scary movie, Footloose, scary movie. So yeah, it was definitely different. It was out of the norm for what I've been doing lately.
Name a couple scary movies you've been in.
I was in a movie called The Signal that was in theaters in 2008, which is actually how I met Craig Brewer. We were at Sundance in 2007 at the same time as he was there with Black Snake Moan. So that was crazy seeing him again. He's like, I own your movie. I was like, what, Craig Brewer? He's awesome. And then, yeah, I did one that just came out this year called Yellow Brick Road, and then I have another one that's premiering this month on the 22nd that's called Rites of Spring.
Tell me about your new album that's coming out.
New album coming out February-ish. I can't really give the date, but I can't really give the title, but it's our fourth one.
You can't give the title?
I can't till another month.
Do you know it?
No, I know it.
And they won't like you?
They won't let me tell the record title.
What inspired this album?
Youth. The point in your life in which you realize you had a soul of your own instead of the one that your parents gave you. It's a pivotal record. This record was sort of a quarter-life crisis definitive moment for me. So I think it's a moment for people to realize when, you know, help discover themselves.
Okay, just one more question.
Rock and roll, man.
Rock and roll. I know it can change your life. Now, what is the hardest thing that you had to go through to become successful in music?
First 17 years of my life.
And you overcame it.
Yeah, and I think that's why this movie is Footloose. I think in the original, it was about, like, you know, rebellious youth, and I hope they still maintain this in this film.
It's the Blairing Out with Eric Blair show, and tonight we cut loose on the blue carpet at Paramount Pictures premiere for Footloose. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace out.
The Blairing Out show.